I think it's safe to say if there's any part of the country that embraces hockey passionately, it's this area. And that includes those who've left irremovable marks on teams in the area. One guy at UND has, and you just might hear that last name again in the near future. You might already know East Grand Forks' Jeff Panzer, a former two-time Hobey Baker finalist, USHL Player of the Year, and a two-time national champion at UND. The mark he's established is second to none.
As you get a little older, I think you reflect a little differently. Championships and games and things like that are awesome, but the friendships that you make, you got a family that side. I mean, how many years old?
8 years later, he retired from the game and is now settled in as an assistant manager at NW Tires. But the Panzer name is again on the back of a jersey in the area, the back of his son's one at East Grand Forks High.
A lot of people compare our playing style, except for I'm just a little bigger, but that everything else they say is about identical.
Jeff started a legacy in Grand Forks, and in 2023, Jaksen will continue it.
It was really a no-brainer, and I've been watching them since, I don't know, like 3 years old. I've been to games as long as I can remember, so yeah, it was just a no-brainer to go there.
He's already caught the attention of those in Grand Forks. This past year, the sophomore was tied for the 18th most assists and the 23rd most points in all of Minnesota high school hockey. His dad sees a lot of similarities between their games.
He obviously got the height from somewhere else and everything else from somewhere else, but our work ethic is pretty similar to how we played the game.
The second-generation Panzer wants to forge his own path, though.
I just want to do what I've been doing my whole life, and if we fall into the same category, then I guess that's how it goes.
I don't want him to ever compare himself to anything I've done. I want him to learn from my mistakes, and I want him to be his own person.
One name. It gives fans a hint of nostalgia, reminding them of two of the more memorable seasons in program history. And in not too long, that same name will be patched on a Fighting Hawks uniform again, reminding fans that there could be more of that to come. As you might have guessed, Jaksen said committing to UND was a pretty easy decision, but it's one he made on his own without any persuasion from his dad.